Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I haven't had a video in quite a while again. Life has been really hectic. I'm currently studying to be a trichologist actually, and we're also moving, so a lot of personal things just going on. So I haven't had the time to actually make a lot of videos. I'm hoping to go back to regular posting within the next few weeks, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen that I will be doing a growth challenge this year. It's actually my first time ever creating one. I've followed quite a few, but yeah, I kind of posted the details on there, and so I'm just going to make a video kind of explaining in detail each of the steps in case you had any questions and whatnot. And yeah, it actually starts this week. It's going to be April 1st, and then all the way, it's going to be 3 months, all the way to like July 1st or June 31st, but yeah, it's just easier to say July 1st. And I've divided it into 2 levels for those of you that just want a simple routine, and for those of you that would like to go all in and see how it goes. First, I'm going to go through the first level, which is just basically, I guess, a minimalist level. You're just doing the absolute necessary, I guess. And it's different things. So your daily routine, you're going to make sure you have a protective hairstyle, whether with hair sticks or scrunchies or claw clips, whatever works best for you. I personally use hair sticks a lot. So just make sure that every day you have a protective hairstyle. If it's one day a week that you don't, it's fine. But the whole point is it's a challenge. So I want you to kind of go a bit outside of your comfort zone and see just how much you can actually do, right? So this can be a bun, it can be a braid, it can be, well, just anything that honestly protects your ends, anything that's not tugging on your scalp and where your ends aren't just like out to get damage, right? And you're also gonna do a leave-in conditioner and oil before detangling daily. Personally, I use this leave-in. It's really lightweight. It's so far the best for like really fine hair because I can use it every day. And it's kind of like watery, I guess. And it helps with the tangles. Basically what it does is that it helps with the tangles and then makes sure that you don't get much breakage or as much, right? And it prevents split ends and whatnot. You can do a DIY one. Just, I think I have a video on my Instagram. You just mix some of your conditioner with water. That's a great leave-in conditioner. Just make sure the conditioner is silicone free. But yeah, that's like step 1. And then step 2 would be an oil, whether you want silicone or silicone free. I'm currently kind of using both, kind of doing silicone free as well. Honestly, that's just like whatever works for you. You can do simple, even simple almond oil or argan oil, something that's like really easy to get. That's basically what you're gonna do every day. Protective hairstyle and leave-in conditioner and oil before detangling. You only need like 1 or 2 sprays of leave-in conditioner and like 1 or 2 drops of oil. It's not gonna make your hair any more oily. Like you won't have to wash more. It'll actually just help with detangling. And then 1 to 2 times a week, depending on how often you wash your hair, you're gonna do a scalp treatment. So you can do either like this one. This is a problematic scalp treatment from the Innate Life. It's more on the thick side. It's not really liquid. Or you can do a liquid scalp treatment like this one. I'm currently using the one from by Aram. Can't say much about it yet because yeah, it's only been a few weeks. But basically anything like a rosemary oil or whatever scalp treatment you're doing, usually they're oil-based, but it doesn't always have to be. Just make sure your scalp gets a little something before washing your hair to treat whatever you're possibly dealing with and to obviously help with hair growth. And you're also gonna do a hair mask in the shower. So this is like one of my favorite ones. This is the one from John Masters Organics. Make sure to use it after the shampoo, but before conditioner. And even if you wash your hair twice a week, you can do this once. Same with the oil. You don't have to do it every wash. I do, but it's just a personal preference. You can just do it once a week even, and just leave it on for whatever recommended amount of time. It depends on the hair mask you have. I don't really recommend DIY hair masks just because they don't really have the effect that a hair mask should have, but that's a topic for a whole other video. So basically 1 to 2 times a week, a scalp treatment and a hair mask in the shower. Then 1 to 2 times a month, maybe even just once a month, depending on your scalp and hair type, you're gonna clarify or detox your scalp and hair. So you can use a scalp scrub. I'm gonna use the charcoal scalp detox from the Innate Life. It's a bit gentler than a scrub because it's actually just fine in texture. It's not that grainy. I'm gonna do that once a month. And I'm just gonna do an apple cider vinegar rinse for the length of my hair, not on my scalp, just the length. You can also use certain Ayurvedic herbs will help with detoxing. There are a lot of ways to detox and clarify your hair and scalp. I think I have a post on it on Instagram, but yeah, just once a month, make sure that you're just resetting. You know, if you use sulfate free, possibly use a sulfate shampoo, although you don't have to, you know, there's different ways, like I said. And that's basically what you're gonna do if you're following the challenge and you're doing the minimalist level. It's, I think, well, that's like 5 things. And you're gonna basically just follow that. So if you feel like you can do more, then you can go with the all-in level, which is actually just my current hair care routine. I mean, not everything, but in a way, it's actually what I do. For the all-in level, basically what you're gonna do is follow the former steps, but then add these into it. You don't have to add all of them. You can add 1 or 2 of them, you know. Honestly, just take these steps and customize however you want to make basically a routine that fits your lifestyle and your time. The whole point of it is you're just stepping out of your comfort zone and doing a bit more for your hair than you're usually doing. So for the all-in level, daily what you're gonna add is a scalp massage, at least 5 minutes. You can either use your hands or a scalp massager, whichever you prefer, or even a brush. And you're gonna do a water-based scalp treatment. As for a water-based scalp treatment, it could be something like this. This is the John Masters Organics follicle treatment. The point is that it's water-based, so you don't need to wash it out. You can also just do DIY rosemary water or rose water, or even I've tried the keratin intensive growth drops. It's just, or even a peptide serum, just anything that doesn't need to be washed out and that you can use daily. So you apply that and then you do the scalp massage. I'm going to be using this one. It helps a lot with my itchiness, but you know, find whatever works for you. And then 1 to 2 times a week, or whenever you wash your hair, instead of just doing a scalp treatment and a hair mask, you're also going to add a Prepoo on your ends. Basically what that is, you apply either oil or a hair mask like this one. I also have one from John Masters Organics. You apply it the night before or a few hours before washing on your lengths, and well, yeah, just on your length, and focus on your ends especially. And basically what this does is just protect your hair a bit more from the shampoo, and at the same time gives you a treatment, and not to mention it will help prevent a lot of tangles during washing. If you do use the right hair mask, of course. So I'm probably gonna be using this one, maybe also the one from John Masters Organics. Honestly, whatever I feel like. I always do it on damp hair because it absorbs better, I feel like. You don't have to, it's just, you know, this is optional. You can also just use a few drops of oil, like sweet almond oil, argan oil, even coconut oil maybe. Just whatever you have at hand. You don't necessarily have to buy something. You can use what you have at home. Most of the time, depends on what you have. That's what it's gonna be. Just add something to your ends to protect it from the shampoo. And you're gonna do another thing is just use a heat cap with your hair masks and oil treatments. So this could be a few hours before, you know, applying your scalp treatment to wash out, or your Prepoo, and also after applying your hair mask in the shower, another few minutes, right? If you don't have a heat cap, you can just use a regular towel, dampen it, and then put it in a microwave, and then put over a regular shower cap, and then the heat towel over that, and then another shower cap over that, just to kind of keep the heat in or whatever. You can do that. That's basically just a DIY method. I have this one from Keratin. It comes in really handy. You just put it in a microwave, you know, shower cap, and then this one, and leave it on. It's also really relaxing. But basically what this does is just helps absorb all your treatments better, whether it's a scalp treatment, Prepoo, or hair mask, whatever it is. And once a month, you're gonna do a protein hair mask. If you have damaged hair, you might have to do it more than that, but basically what it does is just make sure that your hair gets a bit of damage repair, I guess, from throughout the month or from whatever has happened, right? It just kind of strengthens your hair. I'm gonna be using this one. And that's basically it. I could add so many things like protecting your hair when you sleep, or using a leave-in conditioner and oil after washing your hair, or, you know, so many things that I could add, but I kind of wanted to just keep it simple. Since it's my first growth challenge, I'm not really sure how people are gonna feel about it. So basically, just, you know, if you want to follow, make sure to take a before and after picture after the 3 months. You can also optionally measure monthly if you want. I'm going to be adding a lot more to my routine. I'm going to do trims and, well, basically I'm just going to follow my regular routine, right? But the whole point is I want to be consistent and just try to like not miss it. Basically just be consistent. I don't really know what other word to use for that. And if you're following this too, maybe you're just getting into hair care, or you already are very much into it, you just haven't been really consistent for maybe personal reasons or whatever. So the whole point about it is just try and be consistent, especially for me during the summer months, or these months. It's kind of spring, summer. My hair doesn't grow as much because it's kind of in a resting phase. So I just want to try and maximize as much as I can. I will also have a hashtag that you can use to follow your progress, or just share your results, whatever you like. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of the video so you can see it, but obviously you can also check out my Instagram for the post with the details. It has like a written list of things that are included in the growth challenge. But yeah, that is basically it. So if you're gonna join in, do let me know in the comments, and I hope you enjoy doing it. I will also be answering any questions about this in the comments, like if you have any doubts, and I'll also be sharing more details and stuff like that in my Geneva hair care group. So if you haven't joined already and you would like to, there's a link in the description. I do charge a small fee for the group, but it's only a one-time thing, and then afterwards it's just a group I use for basically any hair care questions, since I'm not really answering any on my Instagram messages. It just gets a bit too much, and I will do my best to answer you in the comments if it's not too detailed, I guess. I think me personally, I'm gonna have a lot of fun, even if no one else joins in. I'm just gonna have a lot of fun kind of keeping track of my routine, my progress, and everything. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Do like and subscribe to my channel, as it really helps me out, and I will see you next time.